For the first time in my life, I boarded a ship with so many holes. After all the effort to patch it up, struggling to bring it close to the destination, you destroyed everything. Why? Why? Why do you always make things worse? The greatest enemy of one's life is oneself. The Kingdom of Serendia is divided into two opposing halves, the Eastern Light and the Western Darkness. The Eastern Light, where Prince Lucius resides, is a prosperous land bathed in sunlight, with golden barley fields stretching to the horizon and gardens filled with fragrant flowers. The inhabitants here live in peace and prosperity, thanks to the compassionate and wise leadership of Prince Lucius, who always wears white garments symbolizing purity and justice. In contrast, the Western Darkness is a gloomy land where Prince Noctis grew up amidst poverty and gloom. The sky is perpetually covered with dark clouds, obscuring the sun, causing plants and crops to wither and dry up. The people here struggle daily to survive in harsh conditions. Prince Noctis, often dressed in black, symbolizing darkness and mystery, is determined to change the fate of this land. But he also harbors pain and resentment from the past. Both princes, each ruling half of the kingdom, embody different qualities and responsibilities. Lucius represents hope and guardianship, always seeking to protect and improve the lives of his subjects. Noctis, though shrouded in darkness, yearns to one day bring light back to his land. Two halves of the kingdom, two opposing destinies, but sharing a common origin and a desire for a brighter future for Serendia. One day, in the gloomy sky, a colossal dark dragon suddenly appeared, attacking both halves of the kingdom, causing chaos and severe destruction. The dragon spewed fire, incinerating everything in its path, turning the fertile fields of the Eastern Light into ashes and reducing the dense forests of the Western Darkness to ruins. The dragon's roar echoed everywhere, plunging the people into panic and fear. In this desperate situation, the prophets predicted that only the cooperation between Prince Lucius and Prince Noctis could defeat the dragon and restore peace. Despite initial conflicts due to differences in personality and living conditions, Lucius and Noctis realized they had no other choice. Prince Lucius, with determined eyes and a compassionate heart, approached Noctis at a meeting on the border of the kingdom. Noctis, with a cold demeanor and sharp eyes, still harbored suspicion and rigidity. Initially, the atmosphere between the two princes was very tense, with harsh words and mutual distrust. However, upon seeing the deep wounds on each other's bodies and realizing the devastation caused by the dragon, they began to understand the necessity of cooperation. Lucius spoke up. "We cannot let personal grudges blind us at this moment. For the sake of our people, we must unite." After a moment of silence, Noctis also agreed. "We will fight together, but each of us must give our all." The magical ship groaned beneath their feet, each collision with the waves sounding like the moans of an ancient creature. Lucius and Noctis, two princes with opposing natures, now stood together on the deck, embarking on a journey fraught with challenges and trials. The ship was named Hope, a symbol of faith in a bright future, yet it bore the scars of brutal warfare. Numerous holes, like deep scars, were scattered across the hull, threatening to sink the vessel at any moment. Lucius, the Prince of Light, with his platinum hair shining like sunbeams, remained undaunted by the desolation, with an optimistic spirit and belief in goodness. Lucius rolled up his sleeves, using his adept repair skills to mend each hole and crack on the ship. Every weld was a promise of life, a hope for a peaceful future. Noctis, the Prince of Darkness, with his jet-black hair like the night, quietly observed Lucius at work. The extraordinary strength within Noctis was now used to protect the ship and its crew from lurking dangers. Noctis's cold gray eyes held vigilance and determination, ready to fight any foe that dared to hinder their journey. On the rusted deck, the two princes, seemingly from two opposing forces, began to bond. They shared a common goal, a shared ideal, and an unyielding will to defeat the dragon and bring peace to the kingdom. The sea roared fiercely, with gigantic waves like ferocious monsters crashing against the ship, Hope. Lucius and Noctis, two princes were fiercely battling the aggressive sea monsters. Noctis, with extraordinary strength, unleashed thunderous punches, clearing the monsters swarming around the ship. Lucius, with agility and intelligence, maneuvered the ship deftly, dodging the enemy's fierce attacks. The battle was incredibly fierce, and both princes were injured. However, they fought on resiliently, determined to protect the ship and continue their journey. Suddenly, a giant sea monster appeared, charging straight at the ship, Hope. In a moment of anger and desperation to quickly defeat the monster, Noctis unleashed a powerful attack. However, this attack not only destroyed the monster, but also damaged much of the ship, which Lucius had painstakingly repaired. The sound of splintering wood echoed sharply, and debris flew everywhere. Lucius looked at the wreckage of the ship, his heart filled with anger and disappointment. He shouted at Noctis, "For the first time in my life, I boarded a ship with so many holes. After all the effort to patch it up, struggling to bring it close to the destination, you destroyed everything. Why? Why? Why do you always make things worse? The greatest enemy of one's life is oneself." Noctis, deeply remorseful for his actions, could only bow his head in silence. He understood that he had made a mistake, but now it was too late to fix it. The atmosphere became suffocating and heavy. The two princes, once comrades, now faced each other in silence and anger. Can they mend this rift? Can they continue their journey? The future of the two princes and the fate of the kingdom now depend on the answers to these questions. After Lucius's harsh reproaches, Noctis finally spoke up. He bowed his head, his voice trembling. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to destroy the ship. I just wanted to defeat that monster as quickly as possible." Lucius looked at Noctis, seeing the regret and torment in his eyes. He understood that Noctis had no intention of causing harm, but his anger and lack of restraint had led to the mistake. Noctis continued, "The truth is, I've always had a fear inside me. I'm afraid of myself, afraid that I'm not strong enough, not good enough to complete this mission. My past, it haunts me, makes me insecure and doubt myself." Lucius listened in silence, sensing the weakness and pain buried deep within Noctis's soul. He realized that, to complete their mission, they needed to help Noctis overcome his fear and self-doubt. Lucius placed a hand on Noctis's shoulder, his voice gentle and warm. "Noctis, I understand that you're going through difficult times, but remember, you are not alone. I'm here for you, and I will fight alongside you against your fears. The past cannot be changed, but the future is still ahead of us. Let's look towards a bright future together, where you can have confidence in yourself and reach your full potential." Lucius's words were like a glimmer of light in the darkness, dispelling Noctis's doubts and insecurities. Noctis looked at Lucius, his eyes gradually becoming brighter. "Thank you, Lucius. I'll try my best." The two princes looked at each other, a radiant smile on their faces. They knew that, despite the challenges and trials ahead, they would overcome everything together. Because they were not just comrades, but friends who trusted and valued each other. They continued their journey, hearts filled with hope and faith. The gigantic dark dragon with blazing red eyes and scales as hard as steel roared ferociously, ready to devour the two princes. Lucius and Noctis stood before the fierce beast, their hearts pounding but undaunted. Lucius, with his platinum hair shining like the sun, held the sword of light in his hand, his eyes resolute and strong. He shouted loudly, "Noctis, stay focused. We are teammates, friends. Let's fight together and defeat this dragon." Noctis, with his jet-black hair like the night, clenched his fists, his extraordinary power awakening within him. He nodded to Lucius. "I understand, Lucius. I won't back down. We will win together." The battle was incredibly fierce, both princes covered in wounds. The dark dragon, with immense strength, attacked relentlessly, but Lucius and Noctis fought bravely, unyielding. Lucius, with agility and intelligence, dodged the dragon's fierce attacks and looked for opportunities to counterattack. He continuously motivated and instilled confidence in Noctis, helping him stay focused and unleash his power. Noctis, with extraordinary strength, delivered thunderous punches, each strike hitting the dark dragon, causing it to roar in pain. He gradually regained his confidence and fought more valiantly. Finally, in a decisive moment, Lucius launched a powerful attack, drawing the dark dragon's attention. Instantly, Noctis seized the opportunity, delivering a fatal punch that pierced the monster's heart. The dark dragon shrieked in agony, its massive body collapsing to the ground, disintegrating into dust, leaving only a wail echoing in the night. Brilliant light emanated from its body, dispelling the darkness that shrouded the kingdom. Lucius and Noctis embraced each other, rejoicing in their resounding victory. They had defeated the dark dragon, saving the kingdom from danger and bringing peace to both lands. The radiant light of victory illuminated the faces of the two princes. They had fought with courage, friendship, and faith in each other. They proved that, despite coming from two opposing lands, they could overcome all challenges together and move towards a brighter future. After the grueling battle, the ship Hope was miraculously revived, ready to take them back to the Kingdom of Serendia. The journey home was filled with joy and laughter. Lucius and Noctis shared beautiful memories throughout the arduous journey they had just endured. They learned a lot from each other, which brought them closer and made them trust each other more. When the ship docked in Serendia, the kingdom's people joyfully welcomed their two heroes. Lucius and Noctis were praised for their bravery, sacrifice, and spirit of cooperation. They had brought peace to both lands and became symbols of unity and self-belief. The story of the two princes, Lucius and Noctis, is not just a thrilling adventure tale, but also a meaningful message. It shows us that despite different backgrounds and opposing personalities, we can still work together towards a common goal and achieve success. Overcoming inner fears and insecurities is the key to achieving success and happiness. Cooperation and self-belief will help us overcome all challenges in life. Friendship and courage are the most precious things we need to cherish. The story of Lucius and Noctis will always be a source of inspiration for those on their journey to conquer their dreams. Always believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams.